Health is something we all value deeply, yet most of us only start paying attention to it when it begins to fade. In today's modern world, people often assume that the only way to heal is through medication, prescriptions, or surgery. While these medical interventions have saved countless lives and will always play an important role, they are not the only way to restore balance and health to the body. The truth is that your body has a natural intelligence, a built-in ability to heal itself, if only you know how to work with it instead of against it. Think about it for a moment. When you cut your finger, do you consciously repair the tissues? No, your body does it. When you fall ill with a mild flu, does your body fight the infection without you telling it how? Yes, it does. Healing is not something external. It is something that begins from within. What most people don't realize is that this same healing power is always present in every cell, every organ, and every system of the body. The challenge is not whether the body can heal. The challenge is whether we give it the right conditions to do so. This is what we will explore together in this video: how to activate your body's natural healing power without the need for medication or surgery. As we move through this journey, I invite you to stay open-minded, to listen carefully, and to take notes. You may find that the keys to healing are not complicated or inaccessible, but rather simple shifts in lifestyle, mindset, and daily habits that anyone can apply. And before we go too far, let me give you a small reminder. If you want to continue receiving insights like these, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and share it with someone you care about. Healing is not just personal, it becomes more powerful when shared. Now, let's begin by asking an important question. Why do so many people believe that only external medicine can heal them? The answer lies partly in culture and partly in habit. For decades, we've been conditioned to believe that health is something we must buy from outside of ourselves. Pharmaceutical industries thrive on this belief, hospitals reinforce it, and advertisements subtly convince us that the solution to every problem is a pill. While modern medicine is an incredible gift, this overdependence has blinded many to the fact that prevention and self-healing are equally powerful. To heal without medication or surgery, we must look at the root causes of disease, not just the symptoms. Let me explain with a simple example. Imagine you plant a tree in your backyard. If the leaves start turning yellow, you could try painting them green with chemical sprays. But would that solve the real problem? No, the real solution would be to look at the soil, the water, and the sunlight. The health of the tree comes from its roots, not its leaves. In the same way, your health does not depend only on suppressing symptoms, but on addressing the roots of imbalance. What are these roots? They include nutrition, movement, stress management, emotional well-being, sleep, and environment. Each of these plays a vital role in the natural healing process. For example, poor nutrition starves your cells of the fuel they need to repair themselves. Lack of movement reduces circulation, slowing the delivery of oxygen and nutrients. Chronic stress floods your body with hormones that weaken immunity. Poor sleep prevents your body from carrying out its nightly repair functions. And toxic environments, whether chemical, digital, or emotional, poison your system in ways you may not even realize. The good news is that by making conscious adjustments in each of these areas, you can set the stage for your body to begin healing itself. This is not about a miracle cure. It is about working with nature's laws instead of fighting them. It is about trusting the wisdom of your body and giving it the resources it needs. Now, let's pause here for a small but important call to action. If anything you hear resonates with you, don't just listen passively. Write it down, reflect on it, and most importantly, apply it. Healing is not a spectator sport. It is a lived experience. Let's continue. One of the most overlooked aspects of self-healing is the power of the mind. Many people underestimate how much their thoughts, beliefs, and emotions influence their physical health. Science has proven this through the placebo effect. When patients believe they are receiving real treatment, even when it is just a sugar pill, their bodies often respond as if it were medicine. Why? Because the mind influences the body's chemistry, activating healing responses. But this doesn't only happen in clinical trials. It happens every day in your life. When you are stressed, angry, or fearful, your body reacts with tension, inflammation, and hormonal imbalances. When you are calm, hopeful, and positive, your body relaxes, heals faster, and functions better. This means that healing without medication or surgery is not just about what you eat or how you sleep. It is also about the story you tell yourself. Ask yourself, are you feeding your body with fear, or are you feeding it with trust? Are you focused on illness, or are you focused on health? These mental choices shape your biology more than you think. As we move forward, I will show you practical ways to realign your nutrition, your lifestyle, your stress levels, and your mindset so that your body can heal naturally. But for now, remember this: healing starts from within, not from a bottle or a blade. When we talk about natural healing, one of the first pillars we must address is nutrition. Food is not just about calories, it is information. Every bite you take sends a message to your body. Some foods tell your body to grow stronger, to repair cells, and to boost immunity. Others send signals of stress, inflammation, and imbalance. In other words, food is either medicine or poison, depending on what you choose. Think of your body as a high-performance machine. Imagine putting the wrong type of fuel into a luxury car. It won't function at its best, no matter how well designed it is. Similarly, if you constantly feed your body with highly processed foods, refined sugar, and artificial chemicals, you're essentially running on dirty fuel. On the other hand, if you nourish your system with whole foods, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and clean sources of protein, you are giving your cells the tools they need to thrive. Now let's be clear, this doesn't mean you must live in fear of every bite you take. Healing is not about extreme restriction or complicated diets. It's about balance, awareness, and consistency. When you choose natural, nutrient-rich foods most of the time, your body rewards you with vitality, energy, and resilience. Take the example of inflammation. Many modern diseases, diabetes, arthritis, even heart disease, are linked to chronic inflammation. While medication can suppress inflammation temporarily, nutrition addresses it at the root. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids like flax seeds, walnuts, and salmon naturally reduce inflammation. Leafy greens, berries, and turmeric are powerful anti-inflammatory allies. When you eat these regularly, you are not only preventing illness, you are creating the environment for healing to occur. Another key area is gut health. Your digestive system is home to trillions of bacteria, collectively known as the gut microbiome. These microbes influence everything from immunity to mood. When your gut is healthy, you absorb nutrients better, fight infections more effectively, and even feel emotionally balanced. But when your gut is disrupted by processed foods, antibiotics, or stress, it can lead to bloating, fatigue, and disease. One of the simplest ways to heal without medication is to restore your gut health by eating fiber-rich foods, fermented foods like yogurt or sauerkraut, and staying hydrated. This brings us to another healing secret: hydration. Water is the most underrated medicine. Every cell in your body requires water to function. It transports nutrients, flushes toxins, and maintains energy. Yet many people walk around chronically dehydrated. They mistake thirst for hunger, leading to overeating. They rely on coffee or soda instead of pure water. Over time, this depletes the body. Something as simple as drinking enough water can improve skin, digestion, joint health, and even mental clarity. Let's pause here for a moment. If you're watching this, I encourage you to take a small action right now. Grab a glass of water. As you drink it, remind yourself that you are fueling your body's healing power. Healing doesn't always require big changes. It often starts with small, consistent choices. But food and water are only the beginning. Healing also requires movement. Notice that I didn't say exercise. For many, exercise feels intimidating or like punishment, but movement is natural. Your body was designed to move, walk, stretch, dance, climb, bend, and breathe deeply. Movement improves circulation, which delivers nutrients and oxygen to tissues. It supports detoxification, strengthens muscles, and even boosts mood. One of the most powerful natural healing practices is something as simple as walking. Walking lowers blood pressure, reduces stress, and enhances digestion. It requires no equipment, no gym membership, and no complicated training. Just consistent, mindful walking can transform your health. Breathing is another overlooked aspect of movement. We often think of breathing as automatic, but the way we breathe affects our nervous system. Shallow, rapid breathing keeps the body in stress mode, while slow, deep breathing activates relaxation and healing. Practices like yoga, tai chi, and qigong are built on this principle. When the breath is calm, the body heals faster. And then, of course, there is rest. This is perhaps the most ignored, yet most essential element of natural healing. Sleep is not just downtime, it is an active repair process. During deep sleep, your body regenerates tissues, strengthens the immune system, and balances hormones. When you cut sleep short, you rob your body of its natural repair cycle. Over time, this leads to weakened immunity, weight gain, and emotional instability. Healing without medication often requires something as simple as reclaiming your sleep. Why do so many people sacrifice sleep? In today's busy world, productivity is idolized. People trade hours of rest for more work, more scrolling, or more entertainment. Yet if you truly want to heal your body, you must prioritize sleep as if it were medicine, because it is. Setting a consistent bedtime, reducing screen time at night, and creating a calm sleep environment are powerful steps. Now, let's touch on another factor: stress management. Stress is not always bad. Short bursts of stress can make you sharper and stronger, but chronic stress is toxic. It keeps your body in fight or flight mode, flooding your system with cortisol and adrenaline. Over time, this suppresses immunity, disrupts digestion, and damages the heart. One of the most profound ways to heal naturally is to learn how to shift from stress to relaxation. This doesn't require fancy techniques. Something as simple as spending time in nature, practicing gratitude, meditating for a few minutes, or connecting with loved ones can dramatically reduce stress levels. When stress is reduced, your body naturally returns to balance. Here's where the story deepens. Healing is not only physical, it is also emotional. Many people carry unresolved anger, grief, or resentment in their bodies, and these emotions manifest as physical symptoms. Have you ever noticed that when you're emotionally burdened, your shoulders tighten, your stomach churns, or your head aches? That's not a coincidence. The mind and body are inseparable. To heal fully, you must address not just what you eat and how you move, but also what you feel. Forgiveness, self-love, and emotional release are not just spiritual concepts. They are biological necessities. Holding on to pain and resentment keeps your nervous system in a constant state of tension. Letting go allows the body to relax, and relaxation is where healing begins. Let's take another moment for a call to action here. If you're finding value in these insights, remember to subscribe and share this video. Your support helps this channel reach more people who are searching for natural ways to heal. Together, we can create a movement of self-healing and empowerment. So far, we have touched on nutrition, hydration, movement, rest, stress management, and emotional balance. Each one is a piece of the puzzle. When combined, they create a powerful system of healing that is available to anyone, anywhere, without the need for medication or surgery. But we are just beginning. In the next part, we will explore the deeper, science of the immune system, detoxification, and how your body communicates with you when it needs help. By learning how to listen and respond, you will discover that healing is not a mystery. It is a natural process waiting to be unlocked. One of the most fascinating truths about the human body is that it constantly communicates with you. Every ache, every pain, every burst of fatigue, even your cravings, these are signals. Yet most people have learned to ignore or silence these signals with quick fixes: a painkiller for the headache, an energy drink for the fatigue, or junk food to satisfy the craving. The problem is that when you silence the body without listening to it, the underlying imbalance remains unresolved. Healing without medication or surgery requires you to learn the language of your body. Think of your body as a highly intelligent friend who is always trying to get your attention. If you ignore them long enough, their signals will grow louder and more dramatic. A small discomfort left unattended may evolve into a chronic illness. But if you listen early, you can often make small adjustments that prevent disease and promote healing. For example, if you feel constant fatigue, your body may be telling you it needs more rest, better nutrition, or stress reduction. If you feel bloated or experience digestive issues, your body may be signaling food sensitivities or gut imbalances. If you feel tension in your shoulders every day, it might be more than posture, it might be unexpressed stress or emotions weighing you down. This is why one of the first steps in natural healing is awareness. Becoming aware of your body's signals allows you to take action before things worsen. It's about shifting from suppression to communication. When you approach your health in this way, you stop fighting your body and start cooperating with it. Now, let's go deeper into one of the body's most powerful defense systems, the immune system. Your immune system is your natural army, designed to protect you against viruses, bacteria, toxins, and even abnormal cells like cancer. When it is strong, you heal faster. When it is weak, even small infections linger and grow worse. Modern medicine often attempts to boost immunity through drugs or vaccines, which can be valuable tools. But your lifestyle choices have an even greater influence. Sleep, nutrition, exercise, and stress all shape the immune system's strength. For example, chronic stress suppresses immune function, making you more susceptible to illness. On the other hand, laughter, joy, and relaxation strengthen it. Nutrition plays a huge role too. Vitamin C from citrus fruits, zinc from nuts and seeds, and antioxidants from colorful vegetables all directly fuel the immune system. Here's a powerful insight. About 70% of your immune system resides in your gut. This means that what you eat literally programs your immunity. If you nourish your gut with fiber and probiotics, your immune system thrives. If you overload it with sugar, alcohol, and processed foods, your immune system weakens. This is why healing the gut is central to healing the whole body. Let's pause here for a simple but actionable tip. Try incorporating one probiotic-rich food into your daily life. Yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, or miso, all of these help repopulate your gut with friendly bacteria. This is not an expensive supplement or a complicated ritual. It's a small, consistent choice that pays enormous dividends in long-term health. Another key aspect of healing is detoxification. Your body is exposed daily to toxins from polluted air, processed foods, household chemicals, and even emotional stress. Thankfully, your body has a built-in detox system. Your liver, kidneys, skin, lungs, and lymphatic system are constantly working to eliminate waste. But when these organs are overloaded, toxins accumulate and health declines. Supporting natural detoxification doesn't require expensive detox teas or extreme juice cleanses. It's about supporting the organs that already do this job. Drinking enough water, sweating through movement, eating fiber to support bowel elimination, and reducing exposure to toxins are simple, powerful steps. Your skin, your liver, and your digestive system all thank you when you support them with healthy habits. Let me give you a clear example: the lymphatic system. Unlike your circulatory system, which has the heart to pump blood, your lymphatic system has no pump. It relies on movement. This is why regular physical activity, even something as simple as jumping on a trampoline or walking, helps your lymphatic system clear toxins. When you are sedentary, your lymph stagnates, toxins build up, and immunity weakens. Another overlooked but profound tool for healing is sunlight. In our modern lives, many people spend most of their time indoors, under artificial lighting, yet sunlight is essential for health. It stimulates vitamin D production, which supports immunity, bone health, and mood. Sunlight also regulates circadian rhythms, helping you sleep better. Of course, balance is key. Too much sun exposure without protection can damage the skin. But moderate, consistent exposure is one of the simplest and most natural forms of healing. Now, let's turn to something that is often neglected in conversations about health: emotional and spiritual well-being. While this video focuses on physical healing, we cannot separate the physical from the emotional and spiritual. Countless studies show that people with strong social connections, a sense of purpose, and positive outlooks live longer and healthier lives. Conversely, loneliness, depression, and unresolved trauma can contribute to chronic disease. This doesn't mean you must become a monk or devote yourself to religion to heal. What it does mean is that you must nourish your inner life. This can be through meditation, prayer, journaling, spending time in nature, or simply connecting deeply with loved ones. When your spirit feels nourished, your body relaxes and heals more effectively. Let's stop for a mid-video reminder because this is important. If you've been resonating with what you're hearing, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. Healing knowledge should not be kept hidden. It should flow like energy from one person to another. By engaging, you're not only helping yourself, you're helping countless others discover these truths. Now, let's continue. One of the most transformative shifts you can make in healing is moving from a reactive approach to a proactive one. Most people only take action when something goes wrong. They wait until pain becomes unbearable or disease is diagnosed. But natural healing thrives on prevention. Prevention is not glamorous, it doesn't make headlines, but it is the foundation of lifelong health. Now let's continue. One of the most transformative shifts you can make in healing is moving from a reactive approach to a proactive one. Most people only take action when something goes wrong. They wait until pain becomes unbearable or disease is diagnosed. But natural healing thrives on prevention. Prevention is not glamorous, it doesn't make headlines, but it is the foundation of lifelong health. For instance, brushing your teeth daily prevents cavities. It is simple, repetitive, and not dramatic. But neglect it, and the consequence becomes painful and costly. The same principle applies to nutrition, movement, sleep, and stress management. Consistency in small, preventive actions leads to profound healing results over time. Another important aspect of natural healing is patience. In a world of instant gratification, people expect quick fixes. They want a pill today and results tomorrow. But true healing is not instant. It is gradual, like growing a garden. You plant seeds, water them, and wait. You cannot rush the process. Healing works the same way. When you change your habits, your body slowly adapts, cells regenerate, and systems rebalance. Sometimes healing may take weeks, months, or even years. But every step you take in the right direction matters. And here's a truth few people talk about. Healing is not always linear. You may feel better one week and worse the next. This doesn't mean you're failing. It means your body is adjusting, releasing toxins, or repairing deeper imbalances. Trust the process. Do not give up because progress feels slow. Remember that even when you cannot see the change, Healing is happening inside you. Finally, let's talk about one more profound tool for natural healing: gratitude. At first, gratitude might seem unrelated to physical health. But research shows that people who practice gratitude regularly have lower levels of stress hormones, stronger immune systems, and better sleep. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is wrong to what is right, creating an internal environment of peace. And peace is fertile ground for healing. So as we close this section, here's a simple yet powerful practice. Every night before you sleep, write down 3 things you are grateful for. They don't need to be big: a smile from a friend, a warm meal, a moment of laughter. Over time, this habit rewires your brain to focus on positivity. And when your mind is positive, your body responds with health. By now, you've seen how powerful the body's natural intelligence can be when given the right conditions. But let's bring this knowledge down to practical, everyday steps, things you can start applying immediately. Healing is not about memorizing complex theories. It is about translating knowledge into daily choices. Let's begin with something simple, yet transformative: morning rituals. The way you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. If you begin with stress, rushing, and unhealthy food, your body carries that weight throughout the day. But if you start with calmness, nourishment, and mindful choices, you create momentum for healing. Imagine this scenario. You wake up, immediately check your phone, scroll through notifications, and feel the stress of the world before you've even left your bed. Compare that with waking up, taking a few deep breaths, drinking a glass of water, stretching your body, and perhaps stepping outside for a few minutes of fresh air. The difference may feel small, but over time, it accumulates into a profound shift in your physical and emotional health. A healing morning ritual might look like this. Hydrate first thing. Overnight, your body becomes dehydrated. Drinking water upon waking helps kickstart digestion and detoxification. Move gently. Stretching, yoga, or a short walk wakes up the lymphatic system and gets circulation flowing. Mindset practice. Spend a few minutes meditating, journaling, or practicing gratitude. This calms your nervous system and sets your mind toward healing. Nutritious fuel. Choose a breakfast that energizes rather than weighs you down. For example, a smoothie with leafy greens, berries, and seeds is far more healing than processed cereals or fried foods. Starting your day this way is like planting seeds of wellness. Each small choice creates an internal environment where your body can heal naturally. Now let's talk about midday practices. Many people sabotage their healing by how they spend their afternoons. Long hours of sitting, unhealthy snacking, and stress at work create imbalances. To counter this, you can add small healing practices throughout the day. For example, take movement breaks. Every hour, stand up, stretch, or walk for a few minutes. This keeps circulation healthy. Breathe consciously. Stress builds silently throughout the day. A few deep breaths can reset your nervous system instantly. Eat mindfully. Instead of rushing through meals, eat slowly, chew thoroughly, and savor your food. This improves digestion and prevents overeating. Stay hydrated. Keep water nearby and drink consistently instead of waiting until you feel thirsty. These practices may sound simple, but their power lies in consistency. Healing is not about dramatic interventions. It is about building rhythms that support your body day after day. Let's shift now to evening rituals. The way you end your day is just as important as how you start it. Sleep is the foundation of healing, and preparing your body for deep rest requires intentional habits. Consider this. If you spend your last hours watching stressful news, scrolling through social media, or eating heavy meals, you disrupt your sleep quality. On the other hand, if you wind down with calming routines, your sleep becomes restorative. An evening healing ritual might include digital detox. Turn off screens at least an hour before bed. This reduces blue light exposure that interferes with melatonin, the sleep hormone. Relaxation practices. Gentle stretching, meditation, or reading can prepare your body for rest. Gratitude journaling. Ending the day with positive reflections calms the mind and reduces anxiety. Sleep hygiene. Keep your room dark, cool, and quiet. Create a sacred space where rest is prioritized. These simple routines may seem small, but when practiced daily, they create a cycle of healing that reinforces itself. Now let's go deeper into specific healing methods that people around the world have used for centuries. Many of these require no medication, no surgery, and no expensive equipment. They rely on natural principles that align with how the body was designed. One such method is fasting. Fasting is not starvation, it is a conscious practice of giving your body a break from constant digestion. When you fast, your body shifts from using energy for digestion to using energy for repair. It activates a process called autophagy, where your cells clean out damaged parts and regenerate. Ancient cultures practiced fasting for both spiritual and health reasons, and modern science is now confirming its benefits. Even something as simple as intermittent fasting, where you allow 12 to 16 hours between dinner and your next meal, can support healing, weight balance, and longevity. Another powerful tool is breath work. As mentioned earlier, the way you breathe influences your nervous system. Practices like deep diaphragmatic breathing, alternate nostril breathing, or the 4-7-8 technique help reduce stress, increase oxygen supply, and promote relaxation. Breathwork is available to everyone, anywhere, at any time, making it one of the most accessible healing tools. Let's not forget nature therapy. Spending time outdoors, whether in forests, by the sea, or simply in a park, has measurable healing effects. Japanese researchers have studied forest bathing, Shinrin-yoku, where people spend time among trees, and found that it reduces blood pressure, lowers stress hormones, and boosts immune function. Nature is not just beautiful, it is medicine. Another time-tested method is heat and cold therapy. Alternating between heat, like saunas or hot baths, and cold, like ice baths or cold showers, stimulates circulation, strengthens the immune system, and supports detoxification. Indigenous cultures around the world have used these methods for centuries. While extreme versions may not be for everyone, even a simple warm bath followed by a splash of cold water can invigorate the body. Now, I want to emphasize something important. Healing without medication or surgery is not about rejecting modern medicine. It is about reclaiming your role in your health. Modern medicine is invaluable for emergencies and acute conditions. But for long-term wellness, prevention, and chronic issues, your lifestyle and mindset are the true medicine. You don't have to choose one or the other. You can combine the best of both worlds. Let's also consider case examples. Imagine someone struggling with high blood pressure. The conventional approach may involve lifelong medication, but natural healing explores root causes: excess salt, lack of movement, stress, poor sleep, and weight imbalance. By addressing these through diet, exercise, stress management, and weight loss, many people can reduce or even eliminate their dependency on drugs. Or think of someone with chronic back pain. Surgery may be an option, but often the root cause lies in weak muscles, poor posture, or unresolved emotional tension. Through stretching, strengthening exercises, and stress relief, the pain often diminishes without invasive procedures. These stories are not miracles. They are the natural outcome of working with the body rather than against it. Let me remind you once again, if this message resonates, pause and subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it. Knowledge only becomes powerful when it spreads. Imagine how many lives could improve if more people understood that healing is possible without drugs or knives. Now, as we continue, let's expand on step-by-step guidance for creating your personal healing plan. Start with small steps. Identify your biggest area of imbalance. Is it poor sleep, unhealthy diet, chronic stress, or lack of movement? Choose one small change to make this week. Don't overwhelm yourself with 10 changes at once. Focus on progress, not perfection. Track your signals. Notice how your body responds to these changes. Are you sleeping better? Feeling lighter? Breathing more deeply? Celebrate progress. Healing is a journey, not a destination. Every small step is proof that your body is working with you. Over time, these small changes create a ripple effect. Better sleep improves mood, which reduces stress, which improves digestion, which strengthens immunity. Your health is a web of interconnected systems. When one improves, others follow. Finally, remember this: healing without medication or surgery is not a quick fix. It is a lifestyle. It is a relationship with your body based on respect, awareness, and cooperation. When you commit to this relationship, you discover that your body is not your enemy. It is your most faithful ally. We have now traveled together through the science, the habits, and the deeper philosophy of healing without relying on medication or surgery. At this stage, it's important to bring everything together into a vision you can live every day. Because knowledge, no matter how powerful, only transforms when it is applied consistently. Let us begin by revisiting a truth we touched on earlier: your body is not broken. Even if you are experiencing illness, fatigue, or pain, your body is not your enemy, it is your partner. Every symptom you feel is not a punishment, but a signal, a request for balance. When you shift from resisting your body to listening to it, you unlock the possibility of natural healing. Imagine for a moment that you lived in harmony with your body's needs. Your diet was nourishing, your sleep restorative, your movement joyful, and your mind calm. What illnesses could you prevent? What pains could you release? What energy could you reclaim? Healing begins the moment you commit to aligning your daily life with these truths. Now let's anchor these lessons into practical principles you can carry forward. Feed your body healing foods. Whole, natural foods, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains. Lean proteins are the foundation of cellular repair. Avoid processed, artificial, and chemical-laden foods that burden the system. Hydrate as if your life depends on it, because it does. Water is the carrier of life. Every sip you take supports detoxification, energy, and cellular function. Move daily, not as punishment, but as nourishment. Walking, stretching, dancing, breathing deeply. Movement is circulation, and circulation is life. Prioritize sleep. Protect it like sacred time. In those hours of rest, your body regenerates, your mind resets, and your soul finds peace. Manage stress consciously. Use breath, mindfulness, nature, and connection to restore balance. Stress is inevitable, but how you respond is within your control. Release emotional weight. Forgive where you can. Love yourself where you must, and remember that unexpressed emotions often become physical burdens. Respect natural rhythms. Align with the cycles of nature, sunlight, seasons, and daily routines. They are not random. They are designed to keep you in balance. Be proactive, not reactive. Don't wait for illness to force you into change. Choose prevention. Choose consistency. Trust the process. Healing is gradual. It requires patience, faith, and persistence. Progress may not be visible each day, but it is happening. Celebrate. Gratitude and joy. These are not luxuries, they are medicines. A joyful heart heals faster than a fearful one. Let's reflect on something profound. Many people spend years searching for external solutions, chasing cures and quick fixes, while neglecting the simple, everyday practices that hold the true power. But the greatest healing often happens not in hospitals, but in kitchens, bedrooms, parks, and quiet moments of self-reflection. Now, I want to bring this back to you personally. Think about your own life right now. What is the area where you're Body is asking for change. Is it rest? Is it better nutrition? Is it emotional release? Choose one thing, just one, and decide to take action today. Healing begins with one step, and let me be clear, this is not about perfection. Perfection is an illusion. Healing is about progress. If you eat one more fruit a day, that is healing. If you walk 10 more minutes this week, that is healing. If you forgive one person you've been holding resentment toward, that is healing. Small choices ripple into big transformations. As we near the conclusion of this journey, I want to remind you of something very important. You are not powerless. Modern culture often tells us that health is out of our control, that it belongs only to doctors, hospitals, or medications. But you have far more influence than you realize. Your daily choices, your mindset, your beliefs, they are the true medicine. Think of all the people who have reversed chronic conditions through lifestyle changes. People who once believed they were doomed to pills for life, but instead discovered strength through food, movement, and mindfulness. These are not isolated miracles. They are proof of the body's design to heal when given the right environment. Now, let's make this message practical. If you've been watching this video all the way to this point, I ask you for one final action. Commit. Commit not just to listening, but to living what you've learned. Take one idea, one principle, and put it into practice starting today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment does not exist. The moment to begin is now, and before we close, here's my heartfelt call to action. If this video has inspired you, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with someone who needs hope, who needs healing, who needs to remember that their body is powerful beyond measure. By doing this, you are not just helping yourself, you are creating a ripple effect of healing knowledge that can reach thousands, even millions. Healing without medication or surgery is not a dream, it is your birthright. Your body is capable. Your mind is powerful, and your spirit is resilient. Trust this, live this, and watch how your health transforms. As you leave this video today, carry with you the reminder that health is not about perfection, it is about alignment. And when you align with the natural rhythms of life, healing flows effortlessly.